It's never an easy task to give a full week's projection of the stock market values so much in advance that so as to enable you to plan for this whole week ahead. Yet I think this is one of the most looked forward videos, and I am ready to prepare and give it to you. My very first observation is that, as I've mentioned last week, the world is now about to face a little bit of calm as far as stock market values are concerned. The markets have temporarily bottomed out, and I believe that you may see a few weeks of rallying now from here, which means that the way the stock market indices play this week will be good, but next week will be better, and the week after will be even better. The week of 4th to 11th of May will be pretty good. So you may want to plan your investments. A lot of people say that not possible to time the markets, that you cannot do anything, so just keep averaging out, keep investing month after month. I'm trying to give you a medium-term forecast, at least 1 month, a reasonable forecast, and you can plan your investments accordingly. Brian Moynihan, CEO of Bank of America, says that they have received good applications from small and medium-sized businesses for rescue plans. Something like $36 billion they have already received, and that is a pretty good amount of the total $350 billion that is being allocated at this point of time to the small and medium businesses of the United States. So under the rescue plan funding provisions. So small and medium businesses which have been hampered badly due to the coronavirus can avail of these facilities. Brian Moynihan believes that Bank of America is doing well. They have a good plan, but I'm sure there are many other retail banks who are also in the same situation. So you can proceed to whoever you desire. This is a federal program that Stephen Mnuchin had laid down last week, and I believe that small and medium businesses should definitely take advantage of this. In the United Kingdom, into the retail, space renting firm says that they have received only 29% of the rental that was due to them from London's commercial property in March 2020. So they are really lagging behind, and there seems to be a lot of stress, not only because of online shopping, but also because of the lockdown that has been imposed in the United Kingdom since last week of March, as a result of which shoppers are staying at home, not going out. So online shopping, that combined with the lockdown that has been imposed in the UK, definitely forcing the shops not to be able to earn enough to be able to pay. Into is one of the firms which have been dramatically impacted as a result, and the rental revenues are down quite dramatically. Boris Johnson continues to be in hospital. He has been suffering coronavirus symptoms, and after testing positive, he had gone into quarantine, but now he's been admitted in a hospital where his necessary tests are being conducted. Queen Elizabeth II has delivered a message of hope to the United Kingdom in a rare address amidst the coronavirus outbreak. She talks of the various difficult times that United Kingdom has gone through, and she has given a message of hope to United Kingdom. COVID-19 has infected more than 47,800 people in the United Kingdom, almost 4,900 to be precise, 4,934 dead among them so far. So it's a very precarious situation, and the Queen normally gives her Christmas addresses. So every time during Christmas you find Queen Elizabeth give her address to the nation. However, this time, as a matter of very special regard, and considering the rather difficult situation of the pandemic that is spreading, she has talked about how the United Kingdom will strongly be able to overcome the obstacles that are caused as a result. Queen has given such an extraordinary address only thrice before. One is after Queen Mother's death in 2002. Second was before the funeral of Diana, the Princess of Wales, in 1997, and the third was at the time of the end of the first Gulf War in 1991. So this is just the fourth time that she has come out and given an out of the world address, and definitely stands in good stead for the people of United Kingdom, boosts their morale and spirits. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in India had asked and requested people to light earthen lamps or diyas as a mark of solidarity towards the common cause of overcoming coronavirus and its consequences. As you know, the country, India, is under lockdown for the last almost 13 days, and it's facing a 21 days lockdown, after which a new decision will be made by the government whether to extend or whether to culminate it on April 14th. Prime Minister's words were treated with great respect, and a lot of people did light diyas, earthen lamps, as a show of solidarity. It shows the tremendous respect that Narendra Modi carries in India, and the amount of love and affection the people of India have for him. I'm sure that there were talks that there were some astrological and numerological intentions, but that's perfectly fine. I think, leaving everything apart, if a nation can rise on the occasion, if so many people can do what the Prime Minister says, it shows how much respect they have for the Prime Minister, and this is definitely a very welcome step. Now, coming to the important task of how this week will fare. As you know, at this point of time, Dow futures are up around 800 points, but I guess this will fritter away shortly, and you may start seeing most of the gains start going away. So it should be a difficult session today on the Dow, especially the session after noon, after 12:30, after lunch, will be fairly difficult on Wall Street. You'll see a lot of negativity. I would not be surprised if find that most of the gains would be wiped off and could even enter into negative territory by the time it closes the day. Now, people are saying, do you continue to be negative? Look, I did mention that there is a temporary bottom in place this week. Should show you a good revival in spirits. There will not be animal spirits, but the spirits will be better. I'm not saying that the markets have made a bottom and this is going to be a good investment time for long term. I've repeatedly used the words temporary bottom. As far as Tuesday is concerned, Asia looks pretty good on the whole, especially the SENSEX and NIFTY in India up to 12 o'clock, a fall thereafter, and I believe that fall will continue for most of the day in Asia. I'm just taking one benchmark as Indian Standard Time, 12 o'clock noon. After that, it's a fall in Asia, also a fall in the United States when it opens for trading. Europe will also be fairly negative thereafter. On Wednesday, which is the 8th of April, we have a pretty good solid start to the day. So for the first 1 hour of trading, you should see a good amount of rise, very sharp rise, and thereafter you may see some fall coming in, but it should be a pretty good day for the United States. So Dow Jones and NASDAQ should be pretty much high on that day, Wednesday. So now you can see that some signs of revival are beginning to come in, and Wednesday should be good. So American market should be fine. Thursday you will find that, but for the last 1.5 hours, Dow Jones and NASDAQ should do quite well. So on the whole, but not terribly bad either. Another positive day, and market should be fairly good on Thursday also. They should be pretty okay on in India as well. Asia should be pretty nice. In fact, they would be very nice in most of Asia. You will see a little bit of red in Europe, I believe, especially during the closing stages, while the FTSE, the German DAX and French CAC are closing for trading. You'll see some negativity, but on the whole, but for the last hour of trading in New York, you find that American indices should also be doing quite well on that day. Pretty good day, and we enter into Good Friday. Markets are shut major parts of the world on Good Friday, and then we move into Easter Sunday, and the Passover and the Easter Sunday, and markets will be back on the 13th of April. Should be another exciting week, and in general I believe again markets have definitely bottomed out, and you should be able to take your positions accordingly. Don't be too negative on the markets right now. Oil had bounced back, but once again talks between the Saudi prince and the Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin have been postponed, and this has again caused the oil prices to plummet. It's not plummet, I should use crater off at about 6%. However, do not forget the fact that even if the deal were to be struck between these two nations, demand destruction is going to be overwhelming, and oil prices would be again going downhill. So keep all these things into perspective, and a relatively decent week. As Wednesday onwards, you'll see almost all the global indices also beginning to look up nicely. So happy investing and take care.